Welcome back to my meditation. For those of you that watched my third video, I am going to be starting a YouTube channel. So that is going to come soon, very shortly. And it's going to, like I said, going to entail things that benefit the whole mind, body, and spirit. In acupuncture, we say it's the three components to the body. They have three components: the Qi, Jing, and Shen. Jing meaning the physical body, Qi meaning the physiological aspects of the body, and the Shen, the spirit. So three components that I'll be focusing on and giving you little tips so that you can remain healthy and balanced. That's a whole part of life. And so I want to talk to you about two things before I start meditating, which was really interesting, kind of what I explained yesterday about water and dehydration. So I found this out in the medical news today, that drinking water, actually increasing your water intake, they found that could possibly lower some cancers. Cancer cells. You see, so a lot of people are like, I drink a lot of water, Okay, fine. What are you eating? If you're eating steaks, if you're eating heavy proteins, that takes, to digest the heavy proteins, to digest the food, it takes fluid. So right there, you're at a deficit. If you're drinking like a gallon of water a day, but you're eating like a bodybuilder, like eating 70 mils, 24 grams of protein, guess what? Your ass is utilizing that water to digest that. And that's it. So you got to drink a lot more. If for the average person actually is dehydrated alone and not having that much protein. And I do want to educate you guys on the food pairing. That's all it is. The United States is terrible at food pairing. It's not the fact you can't have salt. It's not the fact that you can't have protein. It's not the fact that you can't have. It's the way you combine it and the time of day that matters. And I've done this I spent my life, I'm 40 years old, and I spent my whole goddamn life testing that out on myself. And I would not be telling you this if that shit did not work on me. So you're seeing the proof here that it took me not 40 years, but I would say I've been competing 12 years, 13 years of my life, refining what I put in my mouth and the emotional components to that. So with that said, I'm going to share my knowledge, 13 years worth of wisdom right here, of failing and doing it again, failing and gaining 13 pounds. Being 150 and gaining 20 pounds, losing it, gaining, losing, having thyroid issues because of it. It's all a mess. But you know what? I'm stronger and I'm better and I'm healthier for it. And not having enough foods that are water-based, like I said. So one of the secrets is having, like I said, if you're doing intermittent fasting, I'd highly suggest you do it in the morning, and then right after you drink one of those teas or something like that, something that will have a dual purpose, like that cell food drink. It's a dual purpose because it actually cleanses the arterioles, helps out arthritis. It has iodine, so it helps with the thyroid, but it also cleanses. Do you know what I mean? So you want to have something that has like a dual purpose kind of thing like that. Maybe like a fasting tea or something like that. Something like that, of that effect. And then wait like an hour later so that could settle in, and then have a mono fruit meal. So whatever you're craving, if you're craving something odd, like I crave pineapple. And like I said, when your body is stressed already, and another fine fact, I don't want to go on a tangent, but your body is creating inflammation. When you're dehydrated, do you know that a lot of times people come to me in my practice because they're the pain, chronic states of pain, aches and pain. And do you know that the number one cause of that pain is not by stress, it's by dehydration. Yeah, dehydrate. Just simple fact that you just drink water, you won't be living in pain. You know, some people are like, oh, you're used to it. That's not the way to live. No wonder everyone's all, all grumpy, because they're fucking in pain all the time. And I'll show you. One of the best things that I love eating is is pineapple. It's super, super good. They actually sell bromelain in capsules. Bromelain is in fruit. You want to try and have something that's in its natural state of form. When I did my 30-day water fast, this is where I learned about the secret and benefits of eating fruit that has it has a lot of water in it, so it serves a dual purpose as satiating you. If you like something sweet, like I do, it'll satiate that sweet craving, and it will reduce inflammation, and it actually helps with muscle recovery, repairing the muscles when you're actually working out. So that's good. And then try to just eat one, like a mono fruit. It just means don't mix any other fruit with this fruit. So you want to have your body get used to digesting things easily. When you're combining steaks and the rice and your body is just going crazy. Just try and just eat. Less is more. The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Or keep it simple, silly. So yeah, eating fruit, whatever your body's craving, is probably because you're deficient in that. I mean, really, the body's magnificent. Like, it's smart. If you're deficient in something, your body is craving milk. Maybe you're craving vitamin D, or bromelain, or something that's anti-inflammatory. Don't question it. And who cares if it's. I mean, I don't have diabetes. I mean, from having fruit that's sweet. Listen, it's just nonsense. So that's that. And then the third thing is that new studies have shown that stress could actually alter the bacteria in the gut and actually trigger an autoimmune response. So so when a person's stressed, they found that the bacteria in the gut could activate like the T helper cells, and thus that could trigger an autoimmune response, the helper T cells to attack its own cells. Just by stress. They just found new research has shown that. I think that, and that's just due to stress. And then obviously the physiological, what happens is the physiological response along with that stress causes, increased heart rate, vasoconstriction of blood vessels, or vasodilation, I should say, increased blood pressure. So it's nuts. So my point is, maybe next time I'll teach you the benefits and the science behind breathing. Fruit can just even help combat with the stress, with the inflammation. That could offset the emotional response and the physiological response to the emotions and what how you're feeling, right? So I hope you enjoyed that, and if without further ado, I'll go into meditation.